Andre Alfonso, double A, we are back to continue our journey of understanding presence. And last time we talked about that developing presence is a skill. And I'll often hear from people as we talk about how they want to be better with their presence. I just love it when people can kind of they shoot from the hip. It's like it just kind of rolls off their tongue. And I go, well, where that saying comes from, of course, is gunslingers, where they would literally shoot from the hip. And then it's like, well, how many shots at the side of a barn do you think it took for them to get to the point in shooting at targets where they could literally shoot from the hip and hit a target? Hundreds, if not thousands of shots and hours, countless hours of practice. And that's what we're understanding, right? Presence is a skill that can be developed. So we're practicing our skills so we can be very natural and authentic in how we show up. So please continue us on our journey of developing our skill of being present and not being distracted, but being here now with whatever it is that we might be doing.
So thank you, Darren. Let's start with the first element of our deconstructed model, if you like, of presence. And it's called being present in the moment. And it's really important that being present allows you this huge opportunity to be at your best. Because here's the thing, when you are fully present, you are at your peak. Because we kind of live in this world of distractions, right? So first of all, we've got these internal distractions that we all have. There was a study done. In fact, I think that study was done in Canada, Darren, at Queen's University in Ontario. So they figured out that us, the normal human being, has something like 6,200 thought worms a day, right? More than 2,000 daydreams a day. And really, the other thing that they found, and this is these internal distractions that we have, right? So these are nothing to do out there. It's what's going on in our head. There's things happening all the time. And as I'm talking to you right now, there are probably these thought worms or daydreams that you may be having as I'm speaking. So it's just an internal distraction that happens. It's part of life. What they measured is that we only give a third of our attention to others when they're speaking. We only give a third of our attention to others when they're speaking, right? But those are those internal distractions. But we've also got those external distractions, right? I heard this fantastic phrase yesterday in terms of, the distractions we get on our smartphones as mating calls. These notifications that go off from time to time that draw our attention to something. It's saying, oh, wow, I've got to go and do this. And there's so many external distractions that we are facing. So really being present in the moment is a superpower. And it is a superpower. There's nothing worse than trying to talk to someone who is not 100% present. And when you are, it makes a huge difference. Now, here's the thing. Some people think, oh, I can fake it. I can fake it. I can fake being 100% present. Well, as it turns out, with the work that's being done in neuroscience, we are so tuned into micro expressions that are happening with individuals that our brain is able to pick up these little bits of information that actually tell us that someone is either present or they're not fully present with us.
Absolutely. This idea of mirror neurons that fire when we're connected with somebody. And that's at a subconscious level. We feel the connection. We're not deciding turn on the neurons, turn off the neurons. They fire. And that part of that is there that connection? Is there that presence there?
Absolutely. And I love this quote, Darren, by Maya Angelou, which you've probably heard. She said, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Right? And I think that whole issue of being present is so tuned into that. So I had an experience recently that had a profound impact on me. I want to share that with you. So it was the Dalai Lama, and we had the fortunate experience of meeting the Dalai Lama in person. And in the short interaction that we had, literally nothing more than 10 seconds, I would say, or 15 seconds, of being in his presence, there was something that happened. He held my hand, and the person introduced me as Andre Alfonso from Sydney, Australia, Your Holiness. And he just said nothing. He looked me straight in the eye. And in that moment, it's one of the most intimate moments I've had with a human being. That ability to be so present. And for me to be in the presence of someone who is so present with me, it's had a profound impact. To this day, I sit back and think about that experience of it. So here's a person being fully present. The only thing that mattered to him in that moment was you, nothing else. Not the other people lining up, not the distractions that are going on around him. It was you. Wow, like Maya Angelou. The difference, how did it make me feel? It elevated me. So that's about being present. And as I said, paying attention as you do with your team, the next team meeting you have and the next interaction you have with your boss or with a client, it is a superpower. And also, go back to what I said at the start, Darren, if you are 100% present, and you can be, you are at your best as a person. So, what do you think?
I think I had the privilege of being in your home in Sydney when you shared that story with me for the first time. And what I find interesting about presence, it's a little bit like tags that gets passed along. The presence that you felt there, Leapy and I felt when you and Kathy shared that with us. And I think that it is a gift that gets passed along. And I think that is a gift, literally a gift that we can give people in a world that is so distracting, to let that person know that you mean enough to me that I'm not going to think about anything else right now, or at least do my darndest to be there with you, is a remarkable gift. And thank you for sharing that story.
Fantastic. So yes, so in the next interaction you have coming up today, or interactions, because it's about how you show up in everyone. Remember, presence is how you show up, is be 100% present. Pay attention. I love the notion of pay attention. If you think about pay, what does that mean, that word? It's actually giving something to the other person. It's giving them your attention.
Yes.
See you at the next episode.
Yes.